Describe to someone who hasn't seen your band until today what you guys are all about.
We are about putting on a show. We think that it should be more than just 5 people up on stage playing the songs that you can hear when you put the CD in on your computer. So we really want to go above and beyond and give, like, we want them to feel like they've come into the world of New Year's Day for 30 minutes, an hour. And, you know, our world is really dark and really creepy, but really fun.
Kind of Halloween.
Yeah, you can expect to just imagine that you're going to step into a timber and maybe for a little bit.
Okay. This is the famous cliche question, but I wanted to ask you guys, how did you get your name?
New Year's Day was born out of a lot of breakups. We were going through personal relationship breakups. We were going through our former bands breaking up. And I remember being really depressed, and at the same time, so were the other future members of New Year's Day. And we would all go to each other's house and drink, and the song Ready Misfire was written not really in very seriousness, and then we kind of decided like we should really run with this, and because that song's been caught on like wildfire back then, and it just we're kind of like we should start a band. Why not? Cool. Really, that's like there's really no crazy story to it.
Okay. So this is the first night of the Fight Team Night. Do you have any big expectations from this tour?
They've already been met because we're already on day one because we became really close friends with Local Dance Tour on the last tour that we did with them, and so it's just been a countdown to when we're going to see our friends. It's about the tour, but it was about seeing our friends, and it's been like the first day of summer camp, really the first day of school.
Awesome.
No, it definitely is not the
I saw on Twitter that you guys like to visit haunted places wherever you go.
Yeah.
Where do you plan to visit around here? Do you know yet?
There's really, if you want to tell us about a place in Arizona, we didn't really find much.
Arizona, I can tell you. In this town, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
because it has to be in the town we're in. You can't really go anywhere.
Because where I'm thinking is Flagstaff is 3 hours.
Yeah, but we're definitely like on the last tour we visited the actual Silent Hill, like the town that it was based off of. I've seen
Centralia.
Yeah, Centralia, Pennsylvania. I've seen Amityville Horror House. I've seen the Salem, where they had the Salem witch trials, and the rave where Jeffrey Dahmer lived across the street. And we just have so many like insane asylums, sanatoriums. We want to see the Elizabeth Bathory, or not Elizabeth Bathory, Lizzie Borden.
Okay.
Lizzie Borden. Elizabeth Bathory would be another country.
Yeah,
she did. She sure did.
If you go to Flagstaff, there's tons. The hotels, all of them up there. My sister works at
I want to visit an old ghost town too. I've actually never seen Calico Ghost Town, which is bizarre because it's so close. Always want to go there. Always.
Okay. Do you have any like really cool, funny embarrassing moments that you share?
So many. I mean, this band gets into so much trouble, and it's not even our fault. It just, I don't know why.
I see this grin right here, and
we're
I believe
a magnet for trouble. I mean, I can't even pick one.
No?
I mean, okay, the first embarrassing story that comes to mind, because we were just talking about it, was on the last tour of the dance floor, Jay came to watch us on the side of the stage, and we were like, Jay's gonna watch us today, we're so stoked. And of course, that's the day our set's starting, and I realized I don't have my mic. I don't know where my mic is.
Oh no.
And so you can see it, it's in videos on YouTube, you see like, I'm about like, yeah, we're, oh my god, where's my mic? And I'm like running around, I'm like, where's my mic? Have you guys seen my mic? And the song's about to start, and I was freaking out. And I turn around, and Jay's right next to Jay, and Jay's laughing his ass off. It was really embarrassing.
Trying to get out of Will. Anthony saved a day on that one.
He did. I saw the cable. I'm like, where's it going?
Yeah.
Where's it going?
I could not find my mic. I was panicking.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine the song started, just like,
I'm getting
saved it.
hey guys.
Hope you know the words.
Somebody does. I saw in another interview that you guys did, because I tried to research and ask some stuff, that everything, you said everything inspires your music.
Yes.
Has anything happened, I know this tour is just starting, but like in getting here, or has anything happened yet that might inspire a new song? Or
Yes, actually for me today, I was having a few moments today, like some personal moments where just like, I had some shit I wanted
You're
to say.
logging it in your head?
Yeah, definitely. And then just, you know, I was sitting here in the middle amongst all the equipment and just watching everyone, all the guys busy around me and barely any girls, and it just felt like a song coming on about something about that.
Yeah.
You know, trying to find your place.
To my next question for you do you think this industry is tougher on females than it is on?
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. Because you know you don't want to go with the cliche. They tell you how to look. They tell you, you know, maybe show some more skin. Do your hair like this, but it's kind of true. It is, and I've thought it my entire career, and I've always been a firm believer to do what I want to do. Like for instance, on our old label, they hated the way I did my makeup. They hated the dark eyes. They hated that I had blood. They're like, you're too scary. You're gonna scare people away. And I'm like, but that's who I am.
Right.
If you want me to do hair more, then you can go find another man. It's not gonna happen.
Over there.
Yeah, there's. I'm sure you go on YouTube. You'll find plenty.
Yeah.
So it's hard trying to make your label happy, but maintain the artist that you really believe they are.
And then you get fans who like who you are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys have played Fans Warped Tour, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that?
It's hot.
Especially here, right?
It's hot, but the food is so good. Like
the catering.
That's the best I eat year round because they have like it's all very healthy. They have a whole vegan option.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they really go above and beyond feeding their artists. That's just the best. Like I look forward to the food on Warped Tour.
You have to sweat your ass off to get it.
Oh.
Yo, God. Sometimes,
it's a great balance, you know?
Remember when we ate in the mud? Like the catering was literally, it had rained the day before, and the catering was in a dirt field, so everyone was eating literally in the mud.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like the moments.
What do you guys do in your downtime? Do you guys have any specific hobbies?
Downtime? What's downtime?
Yeah.
On tour, there's not so much because you drive just non-stop. It's like, okay, I've done the show, pack, drive, stay at a truck stop, sleep, and then get up and play the next show. Sometimes when there's a day off, there's a cool place in town, we'll just like...
Or a good food place.
A good food
We're really
place.
into
Food is really all you can do most of the
Yeah.
time. But I mean, if there's like a place, haunted place, or like a cool little, you know, anything to do in town.
We're starting to get more obsessed with the haunted places. Yeah. The Silent Hill place was a mission. That was hard to find.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
It was like hidden. You had to
It was hard
go
to
through
find.
like roadblocks and stuff.
Oh my God.
And it was like a 4-mile walk. And this was
Start
in the
wondering if
summer.
you really want to go.
Yeah, but it was really cool. Like once you actually saw where it was.
We ended up finding locals to like tell us where it was at. 'cause
But they wouldn't tell us. The locals, there were some locals that wouldn't tell us.
But yeah.
And we could tell that something felt weird about it.
Something was sketchy go there.
And then all of a sudden a police officer found us. But it's like someone told him we were there because a police officer wouldn't have been patrolling the area just randomly. And he came up, he's like, oh, that doesn't exist. That's a legend. It's not here. Just go home. Yeah, it was like kind of protected. It was really cool. You know, I live for that shit. I live for it.
What are some things that you would never dream of going on tour without?
What do you mean?
Some things you would not tour without that you make
Oh,
sure
tour without, like, couldn't you tour without them? Oh, okay. Besides
Our
equipment.
van.
Besides equipment and
Underwear.
the van. And
Clean underwear and socks.
I couldn't imagine touring without, like, an iPod or something to listen to music to.
Yeah.
Some sort of GPS.
Oh, yeah.
I've never looked at a map before in my life. I don't think I could ever read one.
I wonder what touring was like before GPSs.
Thomas guy, they were like, you know,
I wonder what that was like.
AAA, so those maps.
I bet that was hard.
Okay, so is there anything you avoid while you're on tour?
I try to avoid soda and fast food as much as possible. It's
Which
pretty
is
hard.
really easy, right?
Oh,
Excessive spending, that's the hard part.
That's
Trying
hard.
not to spend money when you really don't need to.
Yeah.
and I think I've gotten pretty good at that. Like, I think I can stretch out $20 for a week.
I suck at it. I need to take some lessons.
You know, I can do it. I can definitely do it.
Okay. What is it like to be stuck in a tour bus with all these guys?
You know what? If you'd asked me that question at the beginning of the band, like when the band first formed, I probably would have said it's a little hard. But now it's like I'm not a girl in the band. I'm just
Just
one of the guys.
member.
I'm just one of the guys. And yeah, just a band member, and I get treated like everyone else.
There's some
and-
days where she's one of the guys, and there's some days where we're all just girls.
Oh yeah, we're all girls.
We're all girls up here.
But I mean, these were my best friends before we formed the band. Like these are the people I hung out with all the time anyway. So it's really not hard for me. It's not hard at all. It's really not. We all look out for each other. Like last night, the boys needed haircuts, so I gave everyone a haircut and dyed their hair. Like we all were all doing each other's makeup. Yeah, we really are like.
We didn't even have to do it. We were just doing it last night.
We're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Just 'cause.
You know, we're like a mini circus family, traveling circus.
Do you guys each have the support of your families
Oh
in
yeah.
what you do?
To a certain degree. I have half.
Half and half.
Yeah, my dad is not supportive at all. He's very, very, very not supportive. So I had to kind of step away from that because it made me feel like I shouldn't be pursuing music, and I needed that kind of negativity out of my life. So I haven't talked to my dad in years, like a long time. And every now and then he'll be like, I saw on Facebook your band's doing good. And I'll say, well, why don't you come to the show? And there's like no reply. So I've just kind of given up on that. But I have the best mom in the world. My mom is so supportive. She's like my #1 fan. So it makes up for that.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say to a young band, like she's learning guitar? What would you say to a youngin' these days that wants to do what you're doing?
I would say that the first rule is don't give up, and the second rule is don't give up, and every other rule after that is don't give up.
Practice a lot.
Practice a lot. Know that you're gonna suck for a while. I sucked at first, really bad. Remember, dude, he found an old video at a friend's house of one of my first bands and filmed it and sent it to me, and they were all laughing at me, and I was like mortified because my stage moves were so embarrassing. And they said it looked like I was wearing pajamas. I don't even know what I was wearing. I mean, it's a learning experience. You learn and grow as you go.
Cool. And what you said I think is key too. It's who you surround yourself with.
Members that don't give up as well. So.
It's hard to find. It's like finding a good relationship. It's like finding the one.
You have to wade through a lot of flaky people and just a lot of
negative people, people who are in it for no reason.
It's a lot of bullshit, but it's so worth it.
Cool. Do you have any plans after the story that you can tell us?
Yes.
Write songs, new music.
We're all going to stay in one house together and lock ourselves in, shut off our phones, and complete the next record.
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe take a little break from touring to do that.
Some sweat lodges.
Yeah,
Find ourselves, find our spirit animals. Walkabouts, do a spirit journey.
Okay. Well, awesome. That was my last question. Do you guys have
There's like a wireless vocal that's plugged in somewhere on that
to anyone
stage,
watching,
like
thank you,
past
we love you.
26.
Time to sound check. Keep the beat going and support local music.
Wow. Thank you.
Whatever.
That's okay.